So what are these skills that you need to be a digital nomad? What does the government need to teach the youth in order to give them this skill set?
That know-how is existing. That idea came up in 2022 during this Digital Nomad conference. I read some of your articles at the time. My daughter, 9 years old at the time, saw some BBC news, and they were really, 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 really bad. So the way how they talked about Albania was kind of below the doormat.
Yeah.
So, and my daughter got upset. Papa, why don't we teach them to do what you do? You work from your phones or from your computer, and you can do it from anywhere. That's a good idea, Maya. Let's do that. And so we came up with a pilot. And yes, the know-how is existing. There's an American-British lady who has been training 30,000 people around the world. She was willing to collaborate and provide the know-how complementary, because I've known her for long enough. And she said, okay, let's see if that works. Because the people at that time, two more picked, or Lumiana picked with two more at the time. Were very young, but it worked really, really well. You could see within 2 months things changed. We did the same pilot in Kosovo, and people in the first 2 months got work assignments from America. And the fathers, after we were on TV in Kosovo, came with tears in his face, gave me a hug and said, thank you, thank you, thank you. I do not know what you're doing with my daughter, but she is happy. She gets up early in the morning, works in the different time zones. She makes more money than I do, and she can stay here.
So these are skills: time management, digital literacy.
All standard repertoire. But
what are the things that are missing that they need to learn?
It's a mindset issue that you can work with people in Texas, that you can work with people in India, that you can work with people in Berlin. And you know what? All this educated limitation, with, as example, the birds don't have, the fish don't have. So if you see the storks moving from South Africa all the way to the Nordic countries, they don't have those limitations. They find the same stork nest every year. So they have so many things which we got from an education perspective as limitation. I was part of creating the GSM standard. Nobody ever trusted each other in telecommunications. Now, if you go into a new country, within 60 seconds, they decide to trust you otherwise. You don't have to show a passport. And you can, on their system, run up a bill. And they believe they get the money. So we have a solution for that already. But this is not educated in school. There are limitations. So to remove those limitations, become part of a community. So community is important, and have mentors. That is all needed. It's not difficult.
And actually, doing this corporate training, when I was talking about remote working, the two main hesitancies from people were, on a personal level, they were like, we can't work at home by ourselves. I get distracted. And I'm like, believe me, if you are working from home, I've been working from home for 15 years. My motivation is, if I don't sit down and do my work, I'm not going to get paid. I'm not going to pay the mortgage. I'm not going to be able to put food on the table, send my daughter to piano lessons. That's your motivation.